Well, good morning, people. Today, we're going to talk about idioms. What is an idiom, you might ask? Well, I know I've been talking a lot about stupid people, but it has nothing to do with idiots, okay? We're stupid people. Well, yeah, sometimes it does. But an idiom is a saying that describes a state of, can describe anything. For example, I come with receipts, babe. Okay. I am obviously an older individual. And in that time that I have lived, I've seen a lot of things. Yes. And so an idiom that might describe that situation is the wisdom of age. I kind of like it better than been around the block. But hey, I've been around the block. And in my travels around the block, I've seen a lot of things, experienced a lot of things. As a matter of fact, I came very close with a serious illness to checking out. That's an idiom, checking out. I think everybody knows what that means or can get the meaning. So, what I want to talk about are the idioms that I hear being used in relation to this war, okay? Whew. One of the ones that really just gets me. Oh, yeah, and here's the problem with idioms. Idioms can sometimes soften the meaning behind the idiom. For example, you've probably heard, as you listen to the news and things, that they are thinking of putting boots on the ground in Iran. Well, boots on the ground is kind of a benign saying that indicates they are going to put soldiers in harm's way to possibly get maimed or killed in this war in Iran. Okay? Now, if they came on TV and said, I think we're going to have to start a draft. We may have to start a draft, and we're going to take your young people, and we're going to send them to Iran to possibly come home without their arms and legs, or come home in a box. Yes, that's right, come home in a box, because they're going to be put in harm's way, and they could possibly get maimed or killed. How do you think that would go over on the news? Not too good, huh? So what we're going to do is we're going to put boots on the ground. Another one I love, and I heard this today, was escalation ladder. In other words, I think they were saying, Iran might have to follow the United States up the escalation ladder. Well, in simple terms, what that means is they're going to start bombing Iran more relentlessly than they have already. And what is Iran going to do? Iran's got to follow them up the escalation ladder, and they are going to bomb the hell out of Israel. They are going to bomb the hell out of Gulf states that are helping the United States. And, these Gulf states are kind of paying attention to this escalation ladder, because as Iran goes up the escalation ladder, they may start bombing the Gulf states' desalination plants. Now, you do realize these people are over in a desert, so they don't have a whole lot of water anyway. But if you start bombing their desalination plants, they're going to have no water. And they're going to have very little water, and that is going to seriously affect their populations. Now, if you are, let's say, a Gulf state, and you have American bases in your country, and Iran says, keep those American bases there, and you become part of the problem, and you are our enemy also, and we're going to bomb your desalination plants, I think those Gulf states might go, we really need water, because without water we're going to die. So maybe we need to get rid of these, get these Americans out of here, and join Iran. Because if we don't join Iran, we might be finished. The other thing they could do to follow the United States up the escalation ladder is to You know, they don't have infinite oil facilities. They have each one of these countries have a finite number of um, oil facilities to both pump and to refine oil. Well, now into gasoline, into the various products. Well, now all Iran has to do is say, keep this up, keep joining these Americans, and we're going to bomb your facilities. We're going to send missiles, and we can hit them because they are all real close. We're going to hit your installations that refine and pump oil, and you will have no money coming in. I mean, they've already stopped the flow through the Strait of Hormuz, but this is permanently or semi-permanently stopping their ability to have money, and it will ruin their economies. So the choice is, do we let Iran bomb the shit out of us and ruin our economies, or do we just tell the United States, we can't follow you on this one, you got to go? I think they're going to choose, they got to go. So, you know, I don't want this to be too long, so I'm going to stop here. But the thing is, when you hear these idioms, don't be an idiot. Kind of determine what that idiom is really saying. And don't let them, you know, bullshit you with these terms to make it sound softer and gentler and kinder and gentler. No. Boots on the ground means American soldiers are going to get killed. They are going to get maimed. Okay? The escalation ladder means that things are going to escalate and escalate and escalate until somebody says enough. Now, who do we think's going to say it's enough? The Iranians? The Iranians got nothing to lose. They've been getting screwed over and screwed with for 30 years, maybe more, okay? Is the United States going to say this is enough? I think we already know that the leadership of the United States is, well, I don't want to say it, but I don't think they're the brightest or the best, okay? And they are led by a unbelievable narcissist who is not going to like people telling him no. He never has and never will. And this escalation ladder could lead right up to nuclear war. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't have a crystal ball. Don't have it. Never had, never will. But when I read behind the meanings of the idioms, it scares the shit out of me.